Black and White ASMR. Hey, my gray people. How are you guys doing so far this week? Well, that is good to hear. So, today we have a special video. And I'm going to tell you guys about my racing story. And I will also be showing you guys a few things that I use when I race, so that you can understand a little bit about my passion. So let's get started. So, when I was a young kid, I started with a dream. A dream to be one day like the guy in this movie. The movie is called Days of Thunder. I have known this movie for as long as I can remember living. It stars Tom Cruise, and it's basically about NASCAR racing and what it was like to be a race car driver at that time, with a little bit of drama, of course. But there he is. As you can see, I have the cassette tape. That's how long I've had this movie. This movie has been my entire life right here. So, flash forward about 12, 13 years, and I was given a dream come true. I was given the opportunity to race. It started with a birthday party. Actually, it started earlier than that. It started at a local, funway, racetrack, mini golf place when I was 10 or 11. And my brother and I, who's 4 years older than me, we went out and we raced the go-karts against a bunch of people. And the first race, I was really slow, kind of just taking my time, getting used to what the track was. And then I asked my dad if I could go again. And my brother and I put on a show better than most TV sports. My dad says he was laughing his you-know-what off the whole time. And it was after that an obsession was born. And all I ever wanted to do was race. So now, flash forward to when I was 12 or 13. And my dad got me a birthday party for me and a bunch of friends to go out and go go-karting at a real go-kart place. Go-karts only, you raced there. It was a quarter-mile track. And so we raced. And I had never raced in these type of karts before, but I was so confident that I killed everybody. I killed everybody. So, my birthday was in May. By August, I was enrolled in a racing league at that same track against kids who have been racing a lot longer than I have at a lot earlier age. And once again, I absolutely demolished them. I won every single race. There were 12 races, 12 weekends, about 3 months. And I won every single race. I led every lap, just about. I won every race. I got a bunch of trophies, including championship trophy, which, as you can see, was dated for 2007. I was born in 1994, so I'm 13. I was in middle school, and I felt like a superstar. So here it is. It's quite tall. But it is my most prized possession for sure. And yeah, after this, it's all I ever thought about was being a race car driver. It's all I ever wanted to be. But there's always a but. Due to funding and a little miscommunication between myself and my family, it never happened. And I won't go into it because it upsets me, but it just didn't happen for me. And about 10 years went by, so I'm about 22, 23 at this time, and there was this thing called the Rusty Wallace Experience, and it was at I live near Loudon, New Hampshire, which is a big racetrack for NASCAR. They actually come and they race there, like the top leagues of NASCAR. So I go to every race, but I never realized that they had these races or experiences where you could go and race a car yourself. And obviously with some restrictions, but so I did it. It was a couple $100, and I got into a race car, and I raced. And so this is what I raced. Pretty cool. And it was quite the experience. And once again, after 10 years of literally people, I thought about this every single day of my life for those 10 years about being a race car driver. It's a passion. It's what I was born to do. I know it. I know it in my heart. And so that fire was relit after that day a couple years ago. And I just couldn't help it anymore. And I finished college recently, about a year ago, and I've had a full-time job. Last week I worked over 70 hours, so that just puts into perspective how much I work. And I literally am doing it all for racing. So I could go and get a cart and get back into racing and try to, at a kind of a late stage, make myself into a race car driver. So here I am. A couple years ago, or actually last year, I bought a racing suit, which I'm currently wearing, and a bunch of other stuff, which we're going to go over right now. So I'm going to stand up. Just going to show you guys sort of what this looks like. So it's a fire protective suit. Goes all the way up to my neck. It's almost like wearing pajamas, like a onesie. It's kind of like a jumpsuit. You get into it. Got a couple weird handles on the side. And a little Velcro here, and it just zips up once, and that's it. So I got that first. And then along with it came some gloves. So these are racing gloves. They are also made of that fire protectant material. They're a little dirty, thankfully. But, yeah. They come down your forearm a little bit. So there they are. So the next thing I got were racing shoes. Racing shoes are like no other shoe, really. Once again, made of that fire protectant type material. It has strings to tie, and then once you tie them, there's a couple of Velcro straps. I'm not going to do that because it'll be really loud. A couple Velcro straps that go over. They are kind of like basketball shoes, but a little bit taller and very, very light. Here's inside. And so they come up pretty high on your leg. And like I said, they're very light. Everything that you have needs to be light because you need as much speed as you can get. So, I have two shoes. I'm only going to show you one. And next, we have a neck harness which goes around here. It's Velcro, so I'm not going to... Hold on. Yeah, no. This is it's light, but it's kind of stiff. Keeps your neck in place. When you're driving, you feel a lot of G-forces in each corner. Puts a lot of tension on your neck, so you need that support for your neck to stay more comfortable. So, a neck harness. And on top of having a neck harness, I have what's called a head sock. Things are gonna get a little weird, but that's okay. No, this is not to burglarize your house. So once again, it's fire protectant. Hi. It's also a sweat sock, so it gets so hot in the car or in a cart out on a tar track in the middle of summer. It absorbs all your sweat so it doesn't build up in the helmet. So you wear it underneath your helmet. And then once you have this on, you can put your helmet on. And this is what it looks like. Your helmet is very tight. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but obviously you don't want a loose helmet because you want to protect your head. So this is what I look like. When I race. When we race, we have to have the visor down because A, objects could fly into your face, such as rubber from the tires. And B, it keeps the wind out of your face as well. So it's a rule. And that's the helmet. Underneath, I have a buckle that goes in once and comes out the other side and straps it nicely to my head. Gives me bad headache. And yeah, that is my racing stuff. This year is going to be a big year for me because this is where I'm really going to get into racing much more than I ever have. Even more so than back when I was 13. So, and of course with every cool helmet and racing suit and everything like that, you need a cool pair of glasses to go along with it. And I'm also looking for sponsors. Sunoco is the official fuel of NASCAR. But, yeah, guys, this is my stuff. This is my journey. I can't wait to go out and race again. I'm up here in New Hampshire, so it's a little too cold, but the leagues are starting again soon. So I will be out on the track as much as I can, and hoping that I can achieve my dreams. My dream is to just be racing. It doesn't matter what I'm racing or where or when. As long as I'm racing, I am happy. So, I think we've gone over just about everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And, oh, one more thing. Of course, when you've raced in 100-degree heat and you're just burning off so much calories and stuff like that because of a lot of strain in the car, you have to finish off with a little bit of water, right? I would dump it on my head, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get it on my microphone. But usually you dump a bunch of water on your head, especially if you won, maybe champagne or something like that. So there's no better feeling than victory, let alone being in the car racing. If you can win, it is crazy. It's crazy. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. More than ASMR, this was kind of an informative video. But maybe you got a few tingles out of it. Maybe not. Either way, I wanted to show you guys a little bit about my life. A lot of it. And yeah, we'll see you guys next video. This is Black and White ASMR. Subscribe, like the video,